to get success in any projects or any field, we need to know the what is the steps involved in the process, or what is the steps is required to get success. Say for example, if we want to become an engineer, what is the steps? We need to be science student, we need to be the 12 standard, but we need to pass, and we need to appear for the entrance exam, and if we pass, then we will go for the engineering classes. The same way, what is the sequence or what is the steps of the building constructions that we need to know whenever we are dealing with the building constructions or the any type of constructions. So these are the phase we will discuss today, that any people can understand these are the phases are involved in the building construction. So stay tuned until the end for get the full information from inception to the completions of a building projects. And if you are new in my channel, kindly subscribe my channel and hit the bell icon, so that whenever I upload any new video, you will get immediate notification. So there are multiple steps in building construction, but I summarize the 13 steps from beginning to the end, so that anybody can understand these are the steps we are involved in the building construction. Those who are new in this journey, those who are coming from the university, they need to know that these are the steps they need to follow from the project inception to the completion for a better result or a better construction. So what is the first step for the building construction? That is preliminary planning and site preparation. Without the planning, nothing can happen. So first things, we need to do the planning and the site preparation. Whatever the planning is there, we need to do the G+2 story, we need to do the multi-story, or we need to do the skyscraper. Whatever it is there, we need to plan. So whenever the client is there, they have the vision that they want to build a building is there, and then they will appoint structural engineer, the architectural engineer, and the planner. So they will plan and they will make the site preparation. And there is also this involved process, that is site selection and survey and geotechnical investigation. Site selection, where because choose a suitable location based on zoning regulation, accessibility, and soil condition. Why site selection is very much important? Because wherever we want to do the building, that is feasible or not. Maybe it's a high earthquake zone, or the very loose soil is there, the soil condition is not there. So we cannot possible to make the building, or the area is not developed, so that there will be no impact on the economy or impact for any other. So that area we will not select. So that site selection is very much important. Then survey and geotechnical investigation. Why? The conduct a topographic survey and geotechnical investigation to understand soil properties. Soil properties is very much essential. It is to be understood very carefully and very precisely. Why? The all load or the building load will transfer to the soil, and this soil will take the load. If the soil condition is not that much, or the soil load bearing capacity is not that much, whatever we are planning, then the site will not be is a good selection, or we cannot provide the construction. Or the survey is a topographic survey, because we need to know the contour. What is contour? That's the elevation of that build of that area. So what is the contour, and how is elevation is there, whether we need to develop the area or we need to excavate the area, that we will discover, that we need to know from the survey and the topographical geotechnical investigation. So these are the primary things. The first thing, that the preliminary planning, site preparation is the steps. And then what is the second step? That is architectural design and approval. Now we are getting the soil condition, we are getting the topographical survey and everything. So now we need to do the architectural design and planning. The client will provide whatever their requirement. Without knowing the requirement, nobody cannot do the design or for that. So after knowing the requirement from the client, the designer will do the drawing. So what is the drawing? That is conceptual design and the approval process. That develop the architectural design considering functional requirement and the aesthetics. What is the requirement and what is the elevation they want? Accordingly, that will be the conceptual drawing will be prepared, and it will be given to the consultant or the for the client for the review and the approval. And then the approval process, that is obtain necessary approval from local authorities for the architectural plans. Now without the approval from the local authorities or the building regulation or the building regulatory authority, it is impossible to do the construction work, because you are not entitled to the start the work. So the necessary approval to be taken from the concerned authorities that this building is suitable for this area, and they are given the approval for the works to be start. So that is the second step, the architectural design and approval, that we need to understand. The third step is the structural design. What is structural design? Is a structural analysis. Now, what is the building? Maybe it is a G+12 or the skyscraper. Now, according to the seismic zone, wind zone, live load, and the dead load, the structural analysis to be done by the structural engineer, and what will the load and what will the beam, what will be the column, what will be the slab thickness, all everything to be find out about the structural design. And then RCC frame design. Design the RCC frame structure, specifying the dimension of beams, column, and slabs. So these are the structural drawing that to be prepared for the structural design. So these are the third step. And the fourth step is foundation construction. What is the foundation construction? Now we have make the design, we have make the beam, slab, foundation, column, etc. Now we start from the bottom, that from the foundation we need to start from. Where how we can start? From the excavation, excavate the foundation trenches as per structural design. Then pour concrete for footing and foundation, ensuring proper reinforcement. The these steps is very much crucial, because from the load, from the slab, from the beam, from the column, all load will come to the foundation, and foundation will transfer the load to the soil. So foundation is very much crucial and very much essential, and it is to be performed and it is to be construct as per the design and as per the specification, including RCC and the steel. So these are the steps. This is the foundation construction. Another steps is superstructure construction. Column and beam construction, that we all know, that superstructure construct a column and beams, placing and securing reinforcement as per the design. And the slab construction, construction slab incorporating the specified reinforcement and the form work. That means for upper foundation we can do the slab superstructure work. One is the substructure work and another is the superstructure work. And the substructure work also another other project of work also involved, that we will discuss. That is masonry work and the partition wall. That is the brickwork or the block work and the mortar or the plaster. So we have done the structural work, and now we need to the architectural work. There may be for this masonry work and the partition wall and the brickwork that we need to provide. Again, then installation of doors and windows. Now we have make the partition wall, we have make the main wall, we have done the super substructure work, we have done the superstructure work, and we have elevated that to all these things. Now we need to secure the security. That is, we need to install door frames and door windows, and then glazing and the fixture. Whatever the door shutter or the glazing is there, that we need to install, and the installation of doors and windows. So now we have already installed door and windows. The next step is electrical and plumbing works. Without the electrical and the plumbing work, no building can be operational. We need the electricity and we need the plumbing work, because we need to sanitary work also. Without these things, it is impossible and it is incomplete the work. So we need to provide electrical and plumbing works. Whenever we are doing the slab work or the beam work, then electrical conduit to be places, and if there is any plumbing pipe also need to be places, that we need to place it during the construction whenever we are doing any concreting. And the electrical working, lay electrical conduits and wiring as per the electrical plan. Then install plumbing pipes and fixture, including sanitary fittings. So these electrical fittings. Then a roofing. Now we need to do the roof construction and waterproofing. So the roof construction, there is a different types of roof construction. There is a slope roof, there is a metal roof, there is a slab roof, RCC roof. According to the design or the specification, roof construction to be prepared, and then waterproofing is to be done, because the water in the rainy season or in the winter season, the dew or the snow will come, and how this will be rested on the slab and how it will be passing out. If there is a penetration or inside the slab, then this slab reinforcement will be corroded, and its volume will be increased, and the durability of the concrete will be less, and the concrete will be in cracks. So the waterproofing also need to be constructed for the roofing system in the roof. And whatever waterproofing, that there is a different types of waterproofing, and according to the specification, we need to lay the waterproofing. There's waterproofing membrane, the liquid membrane. According to the roofing material, we need to place the waterproofing to make it waterproof, so that no water will be penetrate inside the slab or inside the beam to make it corrode and make it breakable concrete. And the next part is finishing and flooring. The flooring installation, and then painting and the finishing. We have done the block work, and then we have done the plastering work. Now we need to do the flooring installation. Lay flooring materials such as tiles, marbles, and wooden flooring. Again, it is as per the requirement or as per the design, we need to lay the flooring material. Then painting and finishing. Apply paint and finish surface for a polished appearance. Now from the wall, we need to make the paint. Maybe it's a paint, maybe the wallpaper, maybe some cladding walls, whatever the requirement of the client or as per the drawing, we need to make the finishing and the flooring work. Then it is exterior finishes. Now we have done all the interior work. Now what will be my elevation? What will be my exterior finish? Then exterior cladding. Apply external finishes such as paint, stucco, or cladding. Now, some people are doing the stucco and paint. Some people are doing the glazing work, or they may the structural glazing. Some people are doing the ACP work. So, whatever the requirement or whatever the specification, as per that, we need to make the exterior cladding. And then landscaping. Without the landscaping, only of standalone building, it is not acceptable as per the authority requirement. It is minimum landscaping is required. So landscape the surroundings and provide necessary amenities, whatever the greeneries, whatever the walkway, whatever the main driveway, all these things we need to finish in the exterior finishes. Then final inspection and occupancy. Now we have done preliminary approval, we have done drawings, we have been getting the approval from the authority, we have done the foundation work, superstructure work, brick masonry, plaster work, we have done the roofing work, we have done the door windows, we have made electrical conduiting, electrical works, plumbing works, and if there in the HVAC or anything of the firefighting also is there. So we have done all the MEP works, and now exterior finishes also there. Now we need to do the final inspection, because we need to take the approval from the authorities who has given the approval for the project. Now they need to approval that the project is finished and it is good for the occupancy. The first thing, structural and safety inspection we need to do. The conduct the final inspection to ensure structural integrity and safety compliances. Then occupancy permit. Whatever, obtain the occupancy permit before allowing occupants to move in. Now, to live in that building, one need that water, electricity, firefighting facilities, and HVAC or the air conditioning. These four things is there or not, and the structural integrity is not there, which means whenever we are doing work that the building is safe to live, these four things we need to do. Sometimes we need to provide the telephone and the internet connection is also there. So these are the things, whatever the amenities is required for that building to live, that everything is in place and the building is safe, then the occupancy permit from the authority will given. So this permit, final inspection and the permit we need to obtain from the authorities. And then project handover and the documentation. Without the documentation, project handover cannot be possible. Compliant and handover all project related documents, including as-built drawings. So now we have get the occupancy certificate. Now we need to hand over all the documents along with the drawings to the clients, so that project can be handed over, and then project close out, then complete any remaining task and officially close the construction project. So the contractor, consultant, and the client will sign that project is completed and accepted by the client, and they will taken over the client. So we need to hand over the project to the client so that everything is finished. So these are the process is to be followed at site whenever we are doing a building construction. Other than there is another small activities we need to provide maintain whenever we are doing project at the site, but these are the main things that need to followed or need to be taken care whenever we're doing any building constructions. So I hope you really enjoy that one, and if you find this information is valuable, kindly subscribe my channel and hit the bell icon so that whenever I upload any new video you will get immediate notifications. And if you have any queries regarding construction procedure, material, quality control procedure, please let me know. I will come with more content like this. And I'm waiting for your valuable comments. From your valuable comments, that everyone can be benefited. And thank you once again for watching me.